Hey guys, Zcov13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Fate Grand Order. Oh, it's time to tackle this fucking absolute monster of a section right here, so... Let's dive into it, shall we? Alright, Lord of Creation beginning.
Are all present and accounted for? Then let's get this briefing underway. Technical advisor?
You got it. Okay, let's start with a review of our current situation. First of all, it's been about 20 hours since yesterday's attack. Thanks to all your valiant efforts, we were able to avoid the worst case scenario. But I'm afraid we're still not doing well, all told. When Sigurd, whom we believed to be a lost belt servant, broke into the Shadow Border's cockpit yesterday, he made off with our void reality observation device, the Paper Moon.
That's right. Of all the things for him to take!
Hey, he didn't exactly steal it from us, did he? You gift wrapped the damn thing for him. Why the hell would you do something like that? Even Sigurd found it weird.
You think I was giving him a present, you fool? I'll have you know that that was me planning ahead. He didn't look at all like the gentle sort, so I wrapped the Paper Moon carefully to ensure that he wouldn't break or damage it.
Wait, you did? Really?
Alright, you can argue all you want later. Between the emergency exit, attempted emergency dive, and Sigurd's attack, the damage to the Shadow Border is extensive. Frankly, it's a miracle that none of us died. Although, how's Holmes doing? I'm worried too. I haven't spoken to him since that battle. Is he? It's not good. If he pushes himself even a little, he'll die. He has to stay completely still while he recuperates. Why's my voice all cracky now? He didn't just lose an arm, you know. He also got inscribed with the Primordial Rune of Death. A Primordial Rune. The Lost Norse runes are one of the foundations of magecraft. Mages have partially reproduced them, but they pale in comparison to the original ones from the Age of Gods. Still, that doesn't mean they're not handy. They can be chanted very quickly, which makes them very useful in a lot of situations. For example, we used a whole bunch of them for John's mystic codes, like Gander. At any rate, the Primordial runes are powerful stuff. According to Norse myth, Odin made most of the world out of Ymir, with the exception of the runes. No, the runes are a different matter. Odin discovered them after offering up his own life. Their shapes contain the depths of the world itself. I guess you could call them the pathways to truth that Odin discovered. If you inscribe the rune for death, then there's no escaping it no matter what. If you're flesh and blood, that is. Flesh and blood? Then, since Holm is a heroic spirit, does that mean he can be cured? Foe! You got it. A gold star for you, Mash. I have no idea what you're saying, foe. If you want to lavish me with praise for my genius in putting together a recovery pod for ether bodies on such short notice, you just go right ahead. You deserve some thanks too, John. I'm sorry you had to try to heal him with your mystic code so many times. But it was thanks to you that Holmes didn't disappear before I could finish the recovery pod.
Yeah, that's what they're here for.
Well, thanks again. I'm sure he'll want to thank you too once he's back on his feet. That said, for the time being, Holmes will essentially be comatose. I know you're anxious, Gordy, but...
That's Mr. Gordoff to you, technical advisor. Need I remind you that we are still in a briefing? And on that note, let's get down to brass tacks. Mash Kirillite, John, I have decided on a new mission for you. I trust you already know what it is, but I'll explain anyway. We have lost both the Paper Moon and one of our heroic spirits. Well, temporarily in the latter case, at least. The situation may be dire, but it's not going to improve by us sitting around and twiddling our thumbs. Which means...
The goal of this mission is to turn things around and keep moving forward. Oh, sorry, I stole your thunder, didn't I? What? I can giggle if I want. Alright, moving on. This mission has 3 main objectives: recovering the Paper Moon, cutting down the Tree of Emptiness, and finding a path to the North Sea. I understand why we need to get the Paper Moon back since we can't continue on our journey without it. But why is cutting down the Tree of Emptiness part of this mission too? An excellent question. As you'll recall, Sigurd didn't come here to kill us. He came to steal the Paper Moon. Why would he do that if he belonged to this Lost Belt? Simply put, he wouldn't. Never in a million years. The only ones who would consider the Paper Moon a threat are the Cryptors, especially now that they've lost Russia. In which case, it makes sense to assume that he is one of the Cryptors' servants. Oh, so this Lost Belt's Cryptor already knows we're here. Which means...
Right, there's no avoiding a fight. And if we're going to have to do that, we might as well take down the Tree of Emptiness while we're at it, yeah?
Correct. Once the Cryptor realizes the Tree of Emptiness is in danger, we can be certain they'll have some sort of response. And when they do, that will be the perfect chance for us to take the Paper Moon back. Maybe I'm being a little overly optimistic here, but I'd say this plan is absolutely foolproof.
Fool! Anyway, there's a ton of work to do before we get to that. First order of business, we need to conduct a thorough investigation of this Lost Belt. And since we have to stay here and repair the border, I'm afraid that'll fall to the 2 of you again. You okay with that?
Just leave it to us.
Still, I'm a little worried about leaving the border with Holmes in such critical condition.
What about the Giants?
Not to worry. I've already got just the thing in mind for handling them.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad you're skilled as you're cute.
Flatterer. Don't stop now. It's about time somebody recognized just how useful I am. Anyway, let's start by going over a few things. We need to make sure we're all on the same page with this Lost Belt after all. First things first. The Norse mythology we know from proper human history. Scandinavia used to be home to all sorts of gods, giants, and other mystics, just like the Age of Gods in other areas. But then in 1000 BC, about 3,000 years ago, Mount Katla erupted, and Ragnarok began. It brought an end to that entire reality, essentially Scandinavia's own Age of Gods. The gods, the giants, and even the phantasmals in the region, along with all their myths and legends, were completely wiped out.
Or at least that's the conventional wisdom in the mage community.
Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods. That was the conflict that brought an end to the gods in Norse mythology, right?
That's right. Loki's mischief eventually begat all sorts of disasters, culminating with Muspel fire giants invading from Muspelheim, the land of flame. In fact, what most believe to have been an enormous eruption from Mount Katla was actually the fire giants' invasion. It's said that during Ragnarok, Odin was eaten by Fenrir, the great wolf of Rune, and that many gods died in a fearsome clash with the giants. Before Surtur, the fiery king of giants and ruler of Muspelheim, laid waste to all the land with his flaming sword.
Yep, and once the gods and giants had vanished from Scandinavia, that was when the Age of Humanity began. That was when most of the mystic was lost and civilization rapidly advanced. Fo! Basically, yep. The idea that the reality texture covering the world disappeared along with Scandinavia's Age of Gods was more of a presumption, courtesy of mages from proper human history. That does differ a bit from regular historical records, though. The oldest known record we have of Mount Katla erupting goes back to AD 930. There just aren't any records of what happened all the way back in 1000 BC.
That tracks. The entire texture was wiped out. Again, conventional wisdom says that we only have bits and pieces left over now, because because of this entire texture disappearing.
You really do love your conventional wisdom, don't you, Director?
What's wrong with that? Many notable authorities support that theory. I'm told it's all but common knowledge in the Clock Tower's archaeology department. In the Meluastea faction, to be precise.
Fo. When you get right down to it, there's still a lot we don't know. In proper human history, we never did get the full picture of the Scandinavian Age of Gods, so all we have are a lot of vague guesses patched together from whatever small remnants we could find. But hey, that's pretty much the case everywhere.
However, that's obviously not the case for this version of Scandinavia. Not by a damn sight. I'm guessing that here in this Scandinavian Lost Belt, the Age of Gods never ended.
Does that mean there are gods here too? That would seem to follow. Maybe. Maybe not. If we are still in the Age of Gods here, then there may well be gods kicking around too. But at this point we can't really say for sure. One of the big questions we need to answer is, when did this Lost Belt diverge from proper human history? The other is, given the giants we've run into, we can be certain that it is still before the AD era, and that the Age of Gods level mystics still exist, but we don't yet know why that is. So those are the two big questions, when and why. We should feel a lot better once we have the answers. So we want to know the time period this Lost Belt diverged from proper human history, and why it happened in the first place. Right you are, Mash. At this point, I think it could have diverged around 3,000 years ago, around the time of Ragnarok in proper human history's Scandinavian Age of Gods. But as to why that happened, your guess is as good as mine. Why does this Lost Belt look like this? What are those flames you saw in the northern mountains? And based on what we've been able to observe from the border, why does it look like there aren't any towns or cities, like there were in proper human history? Are there even any other humans here? If so, do they change into something else like the Yaga? We really do have a lot of unanswered questions.
That's right. We still know practically nothing. The best we have right now is our estimation that the Age of Gods never ended here. If only a divine being would have the courtesy to show up and tell us what's going on. Stupid Lost Belt.
I don't know. I can't think of many gods that go in for the whole exposition thing.
Fo! Hey, at least you've got the adorable and knowledgeable Da Vinci on your side. Let's see. Speaking of the situation here... Right, I've got to tell you about the Scandinavian Tree of Emptiness. But we weren't able to see it. I imagine not, particularly since the border couldn't see it with its sensors either. So we should assume this Lost Belt's Tree of Emptiness is being concealed somehow.
Which is why your mission objectives include finding it. Good luck. We're counting on you.
Roger that.
Good. That's what I like to hear. It really raises my hopes for your performance.
Fo! Let's see. Oh, right, and one more thing. I really hate to say this, but it's not possible to summon servants outside of battle here. Fo!
Because there aren't any ley lines nearby or something?
The border's running way low on power thanks to all the damage. But the biggest issue is the fact that we couldn't detect any ley lines. I bet it's because of all the magical energy intertwined with the ice and snow at a molecular level. I'm afraid it's also going to interfere with our long-range comms. Alternatively, the ice and snow's magical energy could be completely controlling both this Lost Belt's mana and history. So that would mean, if someone were manipulating that ice and snow via magecraft, then it'd mean they're incredibly powerful. If we want to keep hypothesizing, I'd guess that if someone like that exists, they're also this Lost Belt's king. Of course, it's possible this is just what this Lost Belt is like, but let's at least keep that possibility in mind.
If I may. In short, our situation is highly precarious. We have no choice but to send a mere two-person team to explore further, despite the fact that we currently have no means of defending ourselves. I hope you can appreciate how difficult of a decision this was to reach.
pretty sure you already said as much earlier.
Good, good. Very well then. As the expedition team, you will leave first thing at tomorrow morning at 0900.
While we're on the subject, let's talk about your current destination, too. Though we don't know where Sigurd went after stealing the Paper Moon, we did detect a group of life forms approximately 150 kilometers northwest from the border's current location. I'm hoping it's a village, even though there wasn't one on the 2019 map. Anyway, I think that'd be a good place to take a look around. I'll make sure to prepare some translation talismans before you leave, of course. Wish I could do more to help you two. Under normal circumstances, I'd be right there with you in the border. But this is the best we can do right now. I'm sorry. The Shadow Border still needs a lot of repair work to get it mobile again. Of course, zero sailing is currently out of the question. Still, at least you two won't have to worry about the Ordinax. I spent the last 20 hours going over the whole thing with a fine-tooth comb. You shouldn't have to worry about it acting up after getting hit with a demonic sword anymore. Thank you, Da Vinci. The next time I see him... Yep, you give him the what for. Don't hold back on Siegfried's account. Yes, you're right. Though I don't think we need to bring Siegfried into this.
Sucks that we can't count on our comms. Wish we at least had one more fighter we could send with you.
Yeah, having another heroic spirit around right now would be real welcome. Especially one who could watch over the border for me.
Oh, no you don't! Don't you even think about wasting our last bit of power on a summoning test. If you've got time to whine about things we haven't got, then get out there and find them. That's the smart way to go about this.
Yeah, you got a point. Alright, Mash, John. We're going to have to count on the two of you to find some help. Maybe even bolster our fighting forces into the bargain. Maybe there are other heroic spirits from proper human history here, like there were in Russia. Exactly. With any luck, there'll be heroic spirits the land itself summoned here, like Beowulf and Billy. Alright, let's go over everything one last time. For this mission, you two have 3 primary objectives. First, take back the Paper Moon. Second, cut down the Tree of Emptiness. And third, find a path to the North Sea. Of course, those last 2 are more for extra credit, but the first one is absolutely crucial. So let's get started with that information gathering and hopefully recruiting some fighters.
We won't let this mission fail.
Right, Senpai. Fo!
Very well then. We begin tomorrow morning at 0900. Now, if there are no further questions, this briefing is concluded.
Alright, well, we know what we gotta do now. Oh look, more story. Should be one more massive story section after this.
Doesn't look like there'll be any blizzard. Looks like today's forecast for the southern Sweden region of this Lost Belt is clear skies. I'm all set, Senpai.
Glad it's still sunny out.
Me too. I think this is a good sign. Maybe I shouldn't say that given the situation. But I still want to stay positive. True, getting depressed isn't going to do anything to help us out of this. You've got the right idea, Mash. Here, have a Da Vinci head pat on the house. There you go. Thank you, Da Vinci.
Technical advisor, how long are you planning to spend saying your goodbyes? Get back in here already! Need I remind you, you're the only operational heroic spirit we've got right now. Every second you spend away is another second the rest of us are defenseless.
Oh, what's the matter, Director? Missed them already? Something you want to say to them before they go?
No! I mean, yes. With the Paper Moon stolen, our position is extremely precarious. Add to the fact that we have no mobility on land. We're as good as dead if an enemy happens to find us. Therefore, it is imperative you two complete your mission and return as quickly as possible. Whatever you do, make sure you don't just rush in and get yourselves hurt. Or worse. We absolutely cannot afford to lose any more of our human or servant resources. Really, we can't afford to lose anything else given the state of things. Anyway, your first order of business is getting the paper moon back. The second is returning here safely. Now get on with it!
For all his bluster, our new director really does wear his heart on his sleeve. I'm pretty sure that was his way of showing he's worried about you two. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point, right? Yes, it is.
We'll have to make sure we come back safely so we don't worry him.
Right, Senpai. We already made him worry a lot during Sigurd's attack.
Oh, you should have heard him.
Have the demi-servant girl's injuries healed yet? Will those two be okay if they run into the demonic sword wielder again?
Not that he's gonna lift a finger himself, given how he's been even more timid than usual ever since Holmes got taken out.
I must admit, I am a little worried about the border with you being the only one who can defend it now. Hey, I know I'm not much of a fighter, but don't you worry. I'm pretty sure Sigurd isn't gonna bother the border anymore. Plus, I've already gone and put up an extra sturdy bounded field around it anyway. And it's not just sturdy. I made sure none of the indigenous life would even be able to tell it's there. Especially the giants. I don't think I've worked this hard in a bounded field since I was putting the finishing touches on the Mona Lisa. I had no idea Da Vinci used to put up bounded fields around her paintings back when she was alive.
Yeah, that's kinda new information. Put magecraft in your paintings?
Alright then. We'll be here waiting for you to come back with good news. You two be extra careful out there. We still don't know much about this place after all. Not to mention that, well, the fact that we won't be able to communicate is going to be a serious issue. Wish I could have done something about that, but we're past that now. The ice and snow here are infused with magical energy, which will get in the way no matter what. So we won't be able to talk to each other once you're more than a few kilometers out. That doesn't mean I'm giving up. I've still got a few ideas I'll try when I get the chance. Just make sure you don't push yourself too hard, okay? With the border immobilized, we effectively won't be able to share what we each learn until you make it back to this Norrköping area. This will be the first time you two are entirely on your own. Make sure you're especially careful. Don't go out of your way to save any cute girls asking for help unless they're at least as cute as me. Okay? We won't. And please, you take care of yourself too, Da Vinci. You guys are too damn nice for being so young. Then again, I guess I'm younger than you now, aren't I? Okay, I'll be careful too. Oh, and one more. Foe? Foe! Q! Whoa! When did you sneak out here? Ah, you were hiding in my shield again, weren't you? Foe! Okay, it looks like Foe's coming along with us too.
I feel safer already.
Yes, going from 2 to 3 means 50% more resources. Thanks for coming along, Foe. Foe! So even Foe's trying to help make up for our lack of personnel now. Well, he has great instincts at least. Isn't that right, you little furball, you? Foe! Yes, Foe is more than capable in his own right. Having him along will be a big help. I think we'll be able to effectively fight as a group of 3 now. Foe! Yes, I mean that. Foe! You want to sit on my shoulder? Not Senpai's?
Huh, yeah, usually he's been hanging around me lately. Alright.
Looks like he really likes you, Mash. Okay, this 2-person team is now officially a 3-person team. And on that note, it's finally time to show off my latest invention. This little beauty is something I came up with while I was trying to figure out a way to stay in touch. Sadly, they won't help us communicate, but they will help you get around this lost belt a lot easier. I give you...
skis.
The Ortnax Olaris board attachments. What the... Are these some kind of additional equipment for my exoskeleton? When did you even have time to make these?
Those are skis if I ever saw any.
Foe? Never underestimate a genius. That's right, these are basically super awesome skis. Thanks to their magical energy thrusters, you'll be zipping around like nobody's business. Not even Alaris, the guardian's patron saint of skiers, has got anything on these babies. Don't worry, they'll come with wards and gyro sensors designed to help you keep your balance. I've got it set for you too, John. With these, you three should be able to make your way around the Scandinavian snow plains in the blink of an eye.
Oh, this is awesome. You're the best, Da Vinci.
That's right. You should damn well be impressed. Oh, be aware that if you want to go really fast, you should fold yours up and just hang on tight to mash. Thank you, Da Vinci. I appreciate this a lot, but this isn't taking care of yourself. Hey, if you're gonna stay up all night working, best to do it when you're young. Besides, I asked way too much of you two the day before yesterday. It's the least I can do to make up for that. I'm sure Holmes would say the same. But then again, given what our great detective is like, maybe not. I know it's my fault you two keep having to shoulder so much responsibility. So at the risk of sounding like a broken record, be careful out there. I filled the storage space in Mash's shield with camping gear, water, and a few days' worth of food, so make sure to rest up when you need to. Remember, it's gonna be just the two of you, and Foe, so you'll need to be extra careful. Right.
See you later, Da Vinci.
Bye. Have a good trip.
Alright, before I start up the next section, I gotta turn on my air conditioner, because God, it's getting fucking hot in here. It's already October. It's middle of October, and I gotta use my air conditioner. What does that fucking say? God, it's almost 80! God damn. Fuck, it's almost 80 degrees in here. Alright, so yeah, same configuration we had before. So let's... Yes. I'll bring my Anna. Let's see. I think I'll throw it. I'll throw in Sigurd, why not? Why not use the Lost Belt Servant in this? That could be fun. I'll switch her out for Emmy Alder. I'll just throw projection on him again. That should be fine. I feel like it would be better if I was using a foreigner, but oh well. What can you do? Oh, I forgot I was gonna use that fucking Ronnie CE. Oh well.
Snow, ice, and fire. So this is the Scandinavian Lost Belt. Looking at it again, it's all very... beautiful. Yes, that's true. It's definitely a beautiful landscape. Ice and snow need extreme cold, but fire is one of the hottest things in the world. Yet somehow here they are, coexisting. I've never seen anything like it before. But at the same time, it's kind of bizarre. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can burn, but there's the fire floating above the mountains. This scenery may be beautiful, but it's also incomprehensibly mystic. Oh! The Alaris boards are great at getting around since they can even go up inclines, but when you move at high speeds, you won't be able to take stock of your surroundings as much. Now that we're taking a break to look around, there are several things I've noticed. For example, the amount of fallen snow. I read that Scandinavia actually isn't all that snowy except for Norway. But here in this Lost Belt, the mountains are frozen over. Even the trees are... No, wait, not trees. Just ice-shaped like conifers?
It does look like there's only fire, ice, and snow here.
It certainly seems that way. At least at this point. Maybe this means there's a different force at work here. Something very different from what caused Russia's Ice Age. I remember hearing these lost belts are alternate hypothetical versions of history. What must this world's history have been like for it to have this sort of scenery? Ah. Fo! Kyo! Look, senpai, birds! That must mean this lost belt has other normal animals, and not just giants and demonic beasts.
Looks that way.
Fo! Fo? Is there something about those birds that bothers you? Fo! Anyway, we should get back to our journey. Fo, you stay inside my shield while we use the Oller's boards, okay? We don't want the wind blowing you away while we're on the move, after all. Fo! But first... here's a map of where we would be in proper human history. There's definitely some margin of error since there aren't any GPS satellites to sync it up with, but it should still help. There we go. We're currently on the Scandinavian peninsula, right on top of what used to be Lake Vaton in southern Sweden.
Hang on, we're on a lake?
Yes, that's right. At least we would be in proper human history. Lake Vaton is an enormous lake believed to have taken shape after Earth's most recent ice age. It's said to be almost 2,000 square kilometers. But in this lost belt, we're obviously standing on a mountain range covered in snow. Fo! It's not just the ice, snow, and fire. This lost belt differs from proper human history in a lot of significant ways. I thought I'd learned that in Russia, but after seeing all of this, I feel like I'm learning it all over again. Fo! Fo Q! Fo? Kill! What is it, Fo? Did I do something to...
Well.
I'm so sorry, I should have noticed something sooner. There are large magical energy signatures nearby. They look to be giants.
Welp. Here we go again.
But why now? We didn't run into a single one on the way here. Maybe they only approach you if you stay in one place for a long time? No, never mind. I'll worry about that later. Right now, we need to take care of the immediate threat.
Let's go head them off.
Understood. Ready to begin battle with the giant. Ready to begin battle once the giants are in range.
Alright, more giants. Hooray. If anything, I'd say fighting all these berserker enemies makes me a little uneasy, but I guess I don't think the giants are as bad as other berserker enemies we've fought before. Like chimeras and what is it? I'd say like chimeras and I guess just other large type enemies like Spriggans and shit. They at least don't have like super high crit rate. Ooh, that a boy cigar. You know, if I was more of a daring man, I'd definitely use my Sigurd against Ophelia's. But, probably just stick with my archer team. Yeah, just these silvers. Really, HP recovery down? Fucking things.
はい死んで
無駄だ。
死んで
I was hoping that would crit to kill it. Sea star? What do you mean you stole my sea stars? Little
分
shit.
かったはい動くな死んで静かに壊れてちぎれて割れてしまえ
Ooh, 2 gold drops. Ooh, I think Anna's my lucky charm. Alright, Vaton and Isolfer.
死に惑いなさい顔を上げなさい
Oh, right, I meant to use. It still worked.
死に惑いなさい
Let's go.
B のまぶたを上げるわ
承諾した。
Alright, this is a 100% kill the Isolfer.
B お願いすべてを呪い殺し奪い殺し氷殺しなさい魔眼起動失踪せよ B
無駄だ。沈め。
Alright, now we can charge up Sigurd.
能力使用。竜のスキルことなし。2歳勝負宝具起動。
There we go.
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。破ってみせる。
絶技太陽の魔剣よその身で破壊を巻き起こせベルベルクグラム
最上に近い勝利だ。戦う前に勝つくらいでなければ。
Alright, more of the same. Yeah, alright, they're recommending a foreigner for us this time, so might as well go with the foreigner. Yeah, let me swap out Sigurd for Sanzo. That should be a better bet.
The battle's over. There are no other magical energy signals within 30 meters of our position. I have to apologize again, Senpai. Even after all of Da Vinci's reminders to be careful, I still let my guard down. I know I need to be extra vigilant in watching for magical energy signals and servants, especially since we can't contact the border. And yet I completely failed at that task. Don't worry, Mash. It's okay, really. Thank you, Senpai.
See, even Foe wants to cheer you up.
Foe! Thank you, Foe, but it's not your fault. You have nothing to apologize for. If anything, I should be thanking you for alerting us to the danger. So, thank you. Foe! Given that we're unable to contact the Shadow Border, We're effectively cut off from Chaldea itself. I need to keep that in mind. In accordance with the Chaldea Personnel Code, Article 23, Paragraph 2, it's imperative that I remain calm and proceed with caution. In other words, I'm free to make decisions, act independently, or return to base at my own discretion. And then make an official report, of course.
Seems kind of sparse on the details.
Yes, it is. Dr. Roman added paragraph 2 when no one was looking.
That's just like him.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
What the? Oh, the Olorus boards.
I've confirmed the Ordinax Olorus boards have been safely shut down and stowed. Initiating standard Ordinax movement mode. Since there are a lot of trees in this area, I think it would be better to put the Olorus boards away and move around on foot for a while.
Good idea. Let's do that. Yeah, we don't want to go crashing headlong into any fucking trees. Or ice-shaped like trees. Oh, that hurt. I think that might hurt even worse. And be more dangerous.
Trees actually made out of ice. I can't tell if they were carved from ice or if all of these tree-like formations were stuck in the ground. Either way, I can't imagine there would be much wildlife in a place like this. Foe! That said, I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but... based on the magical energy signals I'm sensing, it looks like there are more giants past the ice trees. There are more of them gathered together there than anywhere else we've seen so far. Maybe the path we took to avoid the fiery mountains ended up bringing us to their territory.
Let's try to make sure they don't see us.
Good point. I'll keep that in mind, Master. Foe? Yes, Foe. That means we'll be walking from here on. Foe!
Look at him frolicking in the snow.
I can't believe he's already gone that far ahead. Please don't run off too far on your own, Foe. We don't want a giant spotting you. Oh, but then again, maybe it would be okay. You're so cute that even a giant might want to keep you as a pet instead of eating you. Foe. Senpai, can I talk to you about something?
Is this about Sigurd?
Yes, it is. Something has been bothering me about him. Sigurd is one of the greatest heroes in all of Scandinavia. He reforged King Sigmund, his father's demonic sword Gram, after the divine spear Gungnir shattered it. Then went on to defeat the dragon Fafnir and gain its wisdom. That all fits with what Holmes told us. Later, he and Brynhild the Valkyrie fell in love, but their relationship was poisoned by hate and ended with his death. He has many of the same roots as Siegfried, so much so that some believe they were actually the same hero. And yet, I don't know why, but I didn't get that sense at all from the masked heroic spirit.
True. He and Siegfried couldn't be more different.
I agree. Senpai, I think I hear some... Ah!
That sounded like a child!
Right, it came from the north-northwest. Let's go! Oh no. They saw me. Now what do I do? It was going to be so well. It was going so well, too. I don't understand. Why do things never turn out well for me? I'm such an idiot. No. No, please, no. We made it, Master. Please focus on keeping her safe. As for me, I'll handle these giants. You get back too, please, Foe. Foe! What the? Who are you two? No, you can't. Any of the child of Bergersar find is doomed. So you have to run away if you see a child being attacked by one of them. I don't understand. Why are you doing this? Go on, get out of here.
That is not an option.
Huh? Ah, you idiot! Now they're going to squish all of us! No, they won't. We won't let them. Orbnex is holding steady at maximum output. I can do this, Master.
Let's save this girl, Mash.
Right.
God, all my female voices are starting to really blend together. Fucking hell. No, well, there's nothing I can do about it. It's not like it's not like I have a lot of high range. I can only do so much. Going really high is not one of the things I can do. Oh right, we have a new giant type in this one. Although it hit me just now, but yeah, the type of giant that girl mentioned, the Bear Grissar. That's our new enemy this time. Alright, at least the Yotun's almost dead. Close. Guess we can get some stuff for waiver. I'm trying to remember, is the next wave 1 Yotun or 2 Yotuns and an Isulfur? I think it's just 1 Yotun and 2 Isulfurs. Yes, it is. Alright, that means I'll do this. Ah, damn, that didn't kill. Watch stuff like a couple hundred health. Eh. Alright, let's get defense up. These attacks are starting to hurt a little bit.
One up.
I'll get another Sanzo chain. That should finish it. Alright, last wave. Should just be the Bear Grissar, right? Yeah, Bear Grissar. Bear Grissy.
Do
Let's do this. Hit him with 2 Noble Phantasms back to back. I think we have a story section up next. We'll worry about that when we get to it.
The battle's over. I don't detect any other magical energy signals within 30 meters. We defeated the giants and ice creatures, but that was the first time we've come across a mountain giant. A bear Grisey. In Norse mythology, the Bear Grisar were a race of mountain giants that were on friendly terms with the Jotnar, the frost giants. But I don't remember reading anything about them banding together and attacking humans like that.
First things first. Great job out there, Mash.
Thank you, Master. I managed to fend off the attackers without sustaining any injury, all thanks to your support, Senpai. The load on the Ortnax is well within tolerance. Da Vinci did an amazing job tuning it up. Foe! 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 Oh, that's right. Senpai, is that girl? Bear Grisar, Bear Grisar, Bear Grisar. Oh, Heavenly Mother, oh merciful Goddess, please, I beg of you. Even if the giants do smush me flat, please let me stay with everyone else after I die. Excuse me. Is she speaking Swedish? The talisman doesn't have any problem translating conversation, but it's still a little hard to make out what she's saying. It might just be me, but it kind of sounds like she has a strong accent too. All the giants are gone now. That's right, we're not going to hurt you. I promise you're safe for the moment. I'm alive? There's no more Bear Grisar around? That's right. You have nothing to worry about. There are no more giants around here.
Looks around. Relieved sigh.
That's amazing! I can't believe it. The goddess must have sent you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You two saved my life. That's so amazing. How'd you do it? Usually anyone the giants see ends up getting pancaked. But none of us are even a little bit squished. Oh, I'm sorry. You're supposed to introduce yourself when you first meet someone, aren't you? I remember learning that. My name's Gerda. Hello, Gerda. That's a lovely name you have. It has a wonderful Nordic ring to it. Thanks. I like the way it sounds too. It's very nice to meet you both, Miss Black Armor, Mr. Black Hair. What are your names?
I'm John.
And I'm Mash Curelight. John and Mash Curelight, huh? Got it. You two are incredible. I can't believe you really saved me. What village are you from? You don't seem like you're shivering. How can you not be cold with so few layers? I'm nice and warm thanks to my fur coat. I knew I'd have to be ready for anything once I decided to go out on my own. The grown-ups who won't help because they're busy getting everything ready for tomorrow, so I have to do it all by myself. That includes the cooking and tending to the children who have come down with terrible fevers. Oh, right, a reward! When someone does something nice for you, you have to repay them. Oh, I don't have anything on me right now. I'd have to go back to the village. But I also have to find the medicinal herbs before I go back. What should I do? Senpai, this is the first Scandinavian we've met. This must mean there are human villages here. And they don't seem to have mutated to adapt to this environment like the Yaga had. Maybe that means their culture is closer to proper human history. Although, for some reason, her outfit doesn't seem like anything someone would wear in 2020. Regardless, I think she'll be willing to take us to her village. Once we get there, we can ask around.
Right.
Senpai?
Here we go, getting fucking attached again. Alright, here's story. That's 2 more battles.
Fo! Oh, you're adorable. Come here, it's okay. Fo, kill! Ooh, that looks like fun. Let me try. Hop! Fo! You're too pretty to be a mouse. Maybe you're a dog? Or a cat? Oh, I know, you must be a horse. Horse! I've never seen any animal besides sheep this close before. You're so beautiful. Oh, but I did see something else beautiful just a little while ago. It was a rainbow. A huge 7-color rainbow that stretched all the way past the mountains. Nobody else saw it, but I did. Isn't that amazing? Fo! Yeah, I wish you could have seen it too. Fo! I wonder why Fo is in such a good mood. Could it be the weather? Maybe he likes it cold like this. There, look, Senpai. We've only just met Gerda, but Fo is already taken to her. Oh wait, maybe it's the other way around. And Gerda's actually the one who's taken to him?
She's a cheerful girl, isn't she?
Yes, she's very cheerful. And it sounds like she came all this way to find special medicine for a friend back in her village. She must be very responsible, too. There's something I'm wondering about, though. She said she was looking for medicinal herbs, right? Does that mean plants can grow around here? Not to mention that, if this is an emergency, why is she out here all by herself? I don't know about other regions in this Lost Belt, but it's no secret dangerous giants roam around here. And of course, there's no way an ordinary human could fight a giant alone. They'd be dead for sure. If someone needed to come out here, shouldn't it be an armed group of adults who know how to fight?
There must be more to this we don't know yet.
Are you guys talking about me? That's right. I left my village to look for medicinal herbs. The grown-ups are too busy getting ready for tomorrow, so we kids have to take care of ourselves. And since I'm the big sister, I have to do my best to pull my weight. That's pretty mature of me, right? Fo! Is that a compliment? Thank you, Fo. You're such a good boy. Your fur is so pretty, too. It's so soft and smooth. Fo! I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm afraid it's dangerous here. This area seems to be frequented by giants. Yeah, I guess you're right. We only see them occasionally near the village, but I know there's lots of giants around these mountains. Still, there's nothing else I can do. The only one who knows how to use runes is the envoy, and she isn't coming until tomorrow. Her runes of healing can cure people who are sick in no time. But Laura probably won't survive through the night without those herbs. Runes of healing? Envoy? That's why I came all this way. Someone told me that there were amazing healing herbs near here. They said they can cure anything, and that they're especially good for fevers. So, well, I know it's reckless of me to be out here. We're not really ever supposed to leave the village. Really? Well, yes. Nobody's ever supposed to leave. Isn't it like that in your village, too? Oh. The only ones permitted to go outside the area are the envoys chosen to be the servants of the gods. God. I'm sorry, but can you explain what you mean by the gods and envoys? Nice try, but you won't trick me that easily. Lady Mash, girl in black armor. People have always told me that only envoys of the goddess have swords or spears. But I didn't know you use shields too. That's amazing, Lady Mash. Wait, me? An envoy?
Not sure about envoy. You're definitely an angel.
Come on, Master. This is no time to be joking around.
I'm not joking, you are an angel, Mash.
Maybe you can take us to your village once we've found the herbs. Hooray! I was hoping you might offer to help me. Ooh, does that mean you can read my mind? Even if you don't have any weapons of your own, Mr. Blackhair. You must be an envoy of the gods, too.
No, that was actually a pretty short story section. Ooh, we're getting close to the fire now. Oh, this one's just all berserkers? Oh boy. Alright. Which means I'd be foolish to bring anything but that. Hold on, I'm gonna throw a cigarette in here again. There we go. I think that should be alright. Yeah.
Tree of Emptiness. The sun? Foe, foe, foe! That's right. The Tree of Emptiness is like a huge tree that stretches all the way up to the sky. Have you ever heard of anything like that? As for the sun, we were hoping you might know something about why it's so big here. Sorry, I don't know what you mean. I don't know anything about either of those. I've never heard any legends about a big tree like that, and the sun's always been that size. It's just like mountains have always being made of fire or ice. That's just how it's always been. Nobody asks why. I see. Ah. Oh no, did I say something to offend you, Lady Mash? I'm so sorry if my answer didn't satisfy you. No, it's fine. Please, don't worry about it. You have nothing to apologize for. Right now, let's just focus on finding those herbs. Are you sure? Okay, thank you. They should be pretty close by. Fo! Senpai. In Norse mythology, the world tree, Yggdrasil, played a very important role. I know she's young, but it seems a little strange that Gerda wouldn't know anything about it.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
Right. Given that lost belts by definition are alternate histories that differ from proper human history, worlds where the pruning theoretical phenomenon continue to take place to the present day. Is it possible that Norse mythology... It is possible that the Norse mythology we know was altered somehow. Mountains of ice. Mountains of fire. A strangely large sun. And giants. I wonder if all these things that seem so strange to us might have something to do with some different version of Norse myth. Assuming that the myth here was actually considered historical fact here. Fo! Senpai Gerda, I'm sorry, but please stay still for a bit. Try not to make any sound. Giant footsteps! Foe was the first to notice again. He must have sensed the giant's presence before we did. I'm sorry, Gerda. This must be a lot for you to take in all at once. How can I put this? Basically, Foe's got very good instincts. Foe! Oh, I see. He looks very proud of that, too.
We good?
Those footsteps aren't getting any quieter. Looks like the giant isn't about to leave. Well, of course not. We're almost there, after all.
Oh no, don't tell me the medicinal herbs are...
This way. Follow me, but be very, very quiet. Activating Ordnat X's stealth mode. Its silencing talisman should muffle the engine and exhaust noise. There, that should do it. Let's go, Master.
Wow.
This is the place. There, look. See all the grass? There's even flowers, too. They say that long ago there used to be places like that outside our village, too. Places where animals and flowers could grow and thrive. They say it happens way up high in places between the fire and ice mountains all the time. So I thought about it and decided to climb the ice mountainside. Not that it was much of a choice since humans can't climb the fire mountains, right? We'd get burned up. I see. That does make sense. Maybe it's because we're relatively high up near the fire that the ice and snow have melted here. The air is nice and warm, and you can see the land. That must be why plants and flowers can grow here. It's almost like a garden. I can't help but notice the giants. Yes, there are giants walking around here too. That has helped us learn something, Senpai. It looks like Norse giants can live in all kinds of environments, not just cold ones. In fact, judging from the way they're gathered here, they may even prefer warmer climates. I guess they don't like the cold either. This is going to make things difficult. That's true. I suggest we whittle the giants' numbers down a bit, collect the herbs we're after, then quickly activate the Olaris' board's thruster mode to make an emergency getaway. Fo-fo. So far, our path has been through the eastern ice forest, but the west looks to be a steep, snowy slope. So if we can just get to that slope and ski down the rest of the way... Yes, if you're good skiers, that will work, I think. But how can we? We don't have any skis. Don't worry, we got that part covered. Huh? You brought skis with you? Where are they? Gerda, what are you doing? Oops. I'm so sorry. Fo! Go! It's okay, Gerda. We'll just, start the operation sooner than we expected. Senpai requesting orders and support.
Right. Now let's get this operation underway.
Understood, Master. Switching Ortnax from stealth mode to combat mode. Moving to intercept the enemy now.
Good job, Gerda. I guess I surprised her by telling her about skis. Or our skis, anyway. Ah, well. It's not like we weren't going to fight the giants anyway.
大丈夫。私にお任せください。
Vaton.
仰せ
ズバッといきます。
だだ計略だ。
Yeah, I'll use this here. Alright, yes, since we have the bonus.
甘い。はっ。その命立たせてもらう。
There we go. That's gonna help us carve through them like fucking butter. Let's not take out the bureaucracy first.
エネルギーイン。美味しいお店紹介してください。これだけはズバッといきます。早期銀河すなわちコスモス。エーテル宇宙しかるの秩序。行くぞ。ツインミニアドディザスター。
1 point off from 100,000. You fucking kidding me? Oh, at least I took out the bureaucracy. No, it's just the yoke.
Yoke. Oh. 無駄だ。
Oh, right. Now I know the combo with Yotons and, Bergercy.
承諾した。了
Jotons
解。
can decrease your debuff resist, and then Bergercy can reduce your defense. That's the trick with those two.
よし。マスター、無事で何よりだ。
The first wave is down. Auto-tuning Ortnax for consecutive battles. Releasing exhaust now. Output values remain stable. I'm still good to go. Foe! Q! Don't worry, Foe. I'm conserving energy for our escape. Resuming battle, Master.
Yeah, and then right into the battle with this one. Nice. I love sections like that. So I'll just end it off when we're done with this. Then I think I'm gonna take a break from recording FGOs for today because my throat already hurts. I think I'll go back to play. Oh wow, these ones are actually pretty fucking weak. That's nice. I appreciate that they do that. Oh, but there's 6 of them. That explains it. Alright, Bergercy first.
ズバッといきます。
承諾した。
But yeah, no, when I'm done recording this, I'm probably gonna go record some DMC4. I'm having a lot of fun with that. I'm glad I decided to play through all the DMC games. And I hope that if you guys are watching, you're willing to check those out too. They're fun. And I'm not awful at it. If that counts for anything. Oh no, Sea Star drop rate. Oh right, there's one more giant variety that decreases your defense.
ズバッといきます。
了解。
ダブル。
沈め。
I don't like that Sigurd's almost dead, and we lost our defense. That's not great.
Okay. Oh, 承諾した。はっ。その命果たせてもらう。
Yeah. Jesus Christ, assholes. Gotta keep fucking doing that. Take out a couple of these fucking guys.
展開準備。了解。 魔剣完了。秘伝の恐怖見せてもらおう。これなるは破滅の霊命。エルベルキッラム。計略だ。せい。
Man, thank God for that guts, right?
しばしお待ちを。夏といえばカレーですので。これだけは勤務時間ズバッ
Alright,
とい
we'll
きま
probably
す。
be able to take out the Bergercy, but not the Jotun. So Sigurd's probably gonna end up dying anyway. I don't know why they always decide to focus fire him.
早期銀河すな
Sure.
わちコスモス。エーテル宇宙しかるの秩序。行くぞ。 ツインミラドディザスタ
Oh, that just killed it? Oh wait, did I focus on the Vaton instead? Shit, I was.
ーダブル
I guess the effect remains the same regardless. Yep, there goes Sigurd. Fucking goddamn it. Dickheads.
勤務時間ですね。フォーリナーダブルポー
There we go.
生きているのが嫌になったか？結構上出来だよ。
Second wave defeated. Da Vinci really is amazing. I can keep going no problem. Fo! Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm not pushing it too far. The Ornax's output is down by about 20%, but it should be fine for another battle at least. Don't worry about me, Senpai. Just tell me what you need me to do.
I'd just as soon avoid a fight if we can.
Fo? Huh? Fo, stop Gerda! She's trying to run off on her own. I'll be right back. I can't just sit around and do nothing while you guys fight. Gerda! You're not going anywhere! Expand your Ornax's functionality. Temporarily boosting output. Amalgam Goad! Hang in there just a little longer, Mash. I will. Don't worry, I'm fine. I got the herbs! I did it. I really did it.
Start heading for the western slope.
Understood. Wow, you're so amazing, Lady Mash. Those giants are huge, but you fought them like they were nothing. I didn't think that was possible. I knew you envoys weren't scared of giants. I bet they could never catch and squish you like they do with all the grown-ups.
All the grown-ups?
Senpai, hang on tight to me. You too, Gerda and Fo. Okay, here goes. Fo, kill! Equipping the Ornax All-Earth Board's attachments now. Activating emergency booster. The wind pressure will be incredible, so make sure to keep your eyes closed. My visor will protect me. Switching over from stage 3 thruster to emergency booster. All-Earth Board standing by. 3, 2, 1. Ignition! Hello, Ophelia.
Oh, great.
It's you. Welcome to this wonderfully wintry snow and ice guest room fit for a princess. Oh, right, this isn't your first time here, is it? I hope you don't mind that I got started without you. I have to say, this vodka on Scandinavian rocks is better than I expected. Oh my, I can see you don't approve of drinking on the job. Indeed, I couldn't agree more. But it's not my fault, it's this castle. Just when I thought I'd get a reprieve from Russia's cold, too. I mean, a palace made entirely of solid ice? Talk about overwrought. They even say it's cold enough that I frost over... They even say it's cold enough that I frost over without a mystic code. I do prefer the cold to heat, but this is overkill. Don't you agree, darling Ophelia? You are Scandinavian yourself, after all, aren't you? It doesn't bother me. I'm surprised you're still here, Koyanskaya. I thought you'd be long gone to another Lost Belt by now. Don't you have your own job to do, just as Lord Kirshtaria gave me one? Oh, don't you worry about that. My work here in Scandinavia is just about done. The Tree of Emptiness is coming along nicely, and this Lost Belt's king has been very cooperative. Now that I've made some nice additions to my personal collection, I'll be moving on to the next Lost Belt soon. Honestly, this has me feeling like I should have spent more time in Russia helping Kadak a little more, seeing how smoothly things have gone here. Still, if I'm going to worry about anyone, it'd be you, since Kadak doesn't matter anymore, and you have a lot of work left unfinished. Besides, we girls have to look out for each other, don't we? I don't recall asking for your help, Koyanskaya. If you're saying that you're worried about me, then I'll put this simply. Don't be. Aw, really? Are you sure? Super sure? We all know you're an earnest and highly capable mage, but there's just something about you that makes you seem consumed by ennui. Like you're not quite in the moment, you know? It kicks my maternal instincts into overdrive.
You have maternal instincts?
Not that I really know anything about how a mother would feel. Can't you take a hint? My loyalty is with Lord Kirshtaria Wodime and him alone. You don't have to worry about me. I'll never waver, nor will I fall for anyone's deception. My mystic code has a talisman designed explicitly to protect my mind. Oh, since you went to all that trouble of shoring up those defenses, doesn't that suggest you see that as a weakness of yours? Oopsies, I guess that's what they mean by let sleeping dogs lie. Or maybe silence is golden would be more apt. Alrighty, let's just pretend I didn't notice that and try this again. Come on, Ophelia, have a drink with me. We can hang out and live it up till the sun comes up. Aw, why the sigh? Looks like I'll just have to spell it out. We don't need you here. Find another Lost Belt to visit if you're just here to indulge your hobbies. Oh, I will. I'll be on my way just as soon as I get bored with my little Scandinavian vacation. So let's get along until I do, After all, you and I are both human haters. It's okay, Ophelia Farmer-Salone. Poor, poor little rich girl. Nobody will pressure you here. You'll never have to dread Sundays again. Huh? What did you just... What do you know? Oh, don't be so surprised. We're both women and neither of us has many other friends. Why would there be secrets between us? It's okay, Ophelia. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. There's nothing to be afraid of and nothing to feel guilty about. You can dedicate your whole being to following your beloved's orders. The whole world has been wiped clean. Now it's nothing but endless white. It's only a matter of time until these Lost Belts fall apart too. We're all just killing time until the foreign god graces us with their presence, so why not enjoy ourselves while we wait? You? So relax, don't worry about anything anymore. Let's just sit back and enjoy our never-ending Wednesday, Odin's Day, together, shall we?
Alright, so that'll do it for today. And the next one we'll take on the end of Lord of Creation. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye!